maybe if you only take the New Testament into account, it's difficult to understand the biblical nature of infant baptism. But in fact, as Christians, we're called to be a two-testament church, so we should understand our biblical theology by beginning at the beginning. And when you begin at the beginning, you realize that after God made all things good, and after through the sin of Adam, the world was plunged under God's curse and wrath, He called Abraham and made a covenant with him to bless him and to bless all the families of the earth through him. And when God made a covenant with Abraham, He promised to be a God not only to Abraham the believer, but also to Abraham's children. And we see that promise to Abraham the believer and to his children. We see it repeated in every succeeding covenant that we have in Scripture. It's in the Mosaic covenant, it's in the Davidic covenant, and it's even in the New Covenant. If you look at Isaiah chapter 44, Isaiah chapter 59, if you look at Jeremiah 32, we see that even in the New Covenant, God's promises to believers and their children are not revoked. And so when Peter appears on the day of Pentecost and the outpouring of the Spirit has begun, and he says that the promise is to you and to your children and to as many as are far off, as many as the Lord our God will call, we see that God has indeed kept His covenant promises and is confirming them in the new covenant through the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so baptism is the sign and the seal of the covenant promises that belong to believers and that belong to the children of believers as well.